Hi guys, so I just thought today we'd do a quick, I'll say a quick video, a small, short, whatever video on how I run operations on the Albion Railway. Now, as you may know, my layout, the Albion Railway is essentially 4 individual separate layouts, all connected together via one single line. So essentially it creates the traditional loop, but you've got 4 individual things like that. Now, the layout at either side of the active layout acts as a fiddle yard. So at the minute this is the Oakvale one, but the fiddle yard for this section here, whilst we're active within this section of the layout, would be the maintenance depot, Brightwood, as would be the same if we were in the Bowerstone district. And again, Oakvale would be the fiddle yard for the Rookeridge Colliery, which needs a little bit of work doing to it at the minute. But anyway, I digress. That's how it works. So there are many ways you can do different types of operations. It depends on the type you want to do. For example, as you've just seen, we've got a freight train which is to be unloaded at the Speedlink depot. Now, the order of which the vans are arranged is determined by simply giving each of the wagons a number between 1 and 5, because there's 5 wagons there. You change that number depending how many wagons there is, and then you just assign a number to each place on the loading dock. So for example here, we've got the loading dock there. If I could take a piece of paper like this, you see we've got 5 little spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that would equate to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's as simple as that. So to determine which van goes here, 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 and here, we simply roll a dice, and that determines it, and then we write it down on a piece of paper. It's as easy as that and as straightforward as that. If you want to make individual car cards or counting cards or waybills, then that's another way you can do it. I just write them down. Sometimes you can put a little number on the vans if you want to make it a bit easier, but that's it. So we'll have a look at how that's done. So now that we know which vans need to go in which position and where they need to be shunted, you just carry it out as realistically as you want and as fast as you want. Remember, rule 1, it's your railway, do as you want, simple as that. Now, if you have trouble remembering which van is numbered which can be quite confusing to do, you can take a little photograph of each one, or take a little bit of paper and just attach it to the top there, simple as that. So because we've got a branch line, it's perfectly acceptable to leave part of the train on the branch line while we do this. So we can see 1 and 2 at the front there. We have 1 and 2 need to go to 1 and 2, funnily enough. The problem is they need something around, so we're going to do a bit of shunting, which is all part of the fun and game. So let's crack on. We've uncoupled wagons 1 and 2. Now we need to shunt them round. So remember, that's 1 and that's 2, but 1 needs to go there, so a bit of shunting first. all part of the fun and games. So what we'll do is we'll also separate 1 from 2 as well as 2 from 3. Just do that. Use a little magnet on the end of a pair of, well, automatic springy little grips like that, and it works pretty well for just down and down, as long as you've got the metal tied in anyway. Alright, that's van 1 taken care of, time to move van 2 into place. Now 1 and 2 will be in the right place. We need to do 3, 4 and 5, which of course would be 3, 4 and 5. As you can see, they're in the wrong order. So again, more shunting. All we need to do is move 4 and 5 around. 3 is in the right place. Start by dropping 5 off out of the way. That now leaves 3 and 4 in the correct positions. We'll get number 5 and put it in place. that's collected. Time to shut that into place. And that's it. That's all it is to the shunting order side of things of how I run operations here. It's as simple as that, really. There are a few other elements that I do. For example, now that this stage has been completed, if you like, there are some other elements I like to introduce. For example, I like to roll again to determine whether or not the locomotive develops a fault and needs to be rescued by another locomotive, or whether or not a piece of the rolling stock has developed a fault. I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to show you the next stage. So basically, after every circuit's been done, whatever locomotive was on active duty has to return to the depot, and it must go to the shed for service and maintenance. So we'll catch you with that bit now. Right then, so as we can see, the active locomotive number 37 has returned back to the depot now, and because it's been out on a run, it now needs to visit the maintenance shed. But as you can see, there's already a locomotive in there, so first we have to move this one out to the fueling point, and then we can move this one in. So there we go. This is the next stage of the operations. Now the 47 can move to the fuel point. That's all there is to it. Now the next time that we want to carry out an operation or running session, we just assign a number to each of the locomotives that are not currently in the maintenance shed, and that's the loco you use. So for example, if you roll evens, it'll be this one, and if you roll odds, it'll be that one. So there's potentially a bit of shunting to go on there as well. So this way it ensures that you get a nice random factor with what stock you use and what locomotives you use and etc. So everything gets a chance to be run, really. There's just one other thing I want to show you. This is the latest addition to the layout. A little Rainbow Railways / Oxford Rail Janus shunter. This one's in the National Cobalt Blue, but obviously I've weathered it. You look at the photos of these locomotives and they're all covered in rust and dirt and grime and diesel and everything else, so of course it's had the usual upgrades, but this one's a little bit different. Because they don't do a sound decoder for it yet, I've had to be a bit clever, and I've used the next best thing. So I've not got a sound decoder for a Janus, but I have got one for a Class 08. It seems to work pretty well. They're both small diesel shunters and what have you, so I mean the sound's not be perfect. But for 40 quid, as opposed to 135 quid, I don't think it's too bad. I've also got the Stay Alive in there as well. I'm pretty impressed with it. It's a great little runner, to be fair with you. Nice and slow too. Nice slow crawl on it. That's on speed step 2 as well, so it's real slow. You get a few different sounds on it. If you put the compressor on as well, it sort of sounds a little bit like a Janus anyway. You put a bit of flash on there as well. I think it does the job quite nicely. Different sounds on there as well. It's all fun and games. A couple of horns. Okay. What was looking for there? Air brake, air dump, etc. It's a really nice little shunter. Little primer. Compressor that's preferred, exhauster, coupling, uncoupling, a little bit of a door slam as well. So it's pretty nice, really. Right folks, thanks for watching. Hope that was a bit of a, passed a bit of time for you, a bit of a fun video there. I'll see you all soon.